What's one thing you wish? Matter of fact, which one? Wish. What's one thing? Your mom has helped you with to become a better mother? What advice has she given you?
I consider myself very blessed becoming a mother because I lived with my mom at the time. I was 21 when I had my first baby. And, I mean, I consider that fairly young to be... I mean, it's old enough to have a baby, I guess. But, it's young. You're still in that partying stage at that age. And anyway... I lived with my parents when I had a baby, and there's so many little tips and tricks that she taught me at the time, as just like how to put the baby down to sleep, and so the baby will become independent and, and be able to sleep in his crib, and, just little things that I would have never known if I had lived by myself and trying to raise the baby on my own. And I would, just little things. There's a lot of little things that she did along the way that I would never know otherwise, But yeah.
I dig it.
From the bottom. From the bottom.
You know we got 'em.
Wake up. Ooh. Wake. You up? You up?
Wake up.
You wake up. What?
Wake up.
Don't act shy now. Y'all know who that
been
is.
a while.
It's a familiar face. Well, voice. Who you
It's
be?
been a while. Mrs. Williams back at it.
Back at it. We giving
Back at it
y'all-
with the 1-2s.
We giving y'all this this Mother's Day special. Unfortunately, Jimbo couldn't be here, but we still
It was
wish
supposed to
out
be
you all.
me and the bestie,
Yeah,
but unseen for circumstances.
unseen circumstances. I like how you
My
put
dad
that.
being a crazy yesterday.
Yeah, but hey, it's
Shout
okay.
out to Pops.
Shout out to Pops. But now we're gonna get some
100% Gemini.
she said 100% Gemini.
Mm.
We gonna get it where it's y'all two, just y'all two. I want to see how it go, cause I
I
know
think that'd be fun.
cause I know y'all be at work talking up a storm. I want to see how y'all do behind the mic.
I think it'd be fun.
You think it'd be fun?
But this is Cal and Jay.
Hey, there, you know how it go. Ain't the end, but I'm just I had to pause for a little second. But yeah,
We don't want to take.
I don't want to take our time. But we coming to y'all with, like we said, with this Mother's Day, Mother's Day special. So yeah, we got some questions, but first, what we would like to do is give a shout out to all our networks, networks that we're on, and it's wonderful and it's blissful. We say that. So we're gonna kick these things off. So I ask questions because you can't ask me the question because I'm not a mother, but we can pretend, I guess. I don't know. I just ask you all the questions. So basically, you're gonna have to give the gap this episode since Cal ain't here.
I got some big shoes to
You
fill.
got-
To
yup.
fill.
And
Mr. Cal.
and he'll be
Gift and
like,
Gab
yeah.
himself.
Shout out CB Memphis. He couldn't be here. Well, he could have been here. I guess we're just doing something different. So, shout out, son.
We're giving him a little rest with the family. Let's put
yeah,
it that way.
Yeah, you say that. But things you wish you knew. Things you wish you knew before becoming a mother.
That was funny the way you read it. What do I wish I knew before I became a mother?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, there's so many.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You know how they always say there's no handbook for this. But
Yeah.
Lord, do I wish there was.
Oh.
But things I wish I knew before I could become a mother. Let me think. There's like so many, it's hard to pinpoint one. But I would say,
It's somewhere in there.
I wish somebody would really have been truthful to me on how much sleep you lose.
Are you serious? Oh yeah, yeah.
You know I love my sleep. You know that. But before I ever had Nehemiah, oh my God.
Yeah, she
that
do
was
like
the
to
one
sleep.
thing I really, really miss. Like, and people are like, "Oh yeah, you won't sleep for a while," but when does a while end?
What you mean? You ain't
Look.
start losing sleep till read. What you talking about?
But there's times where they wake me up in the middle of the night just standing over me staring like, you know how creepy that is when you have a child just standing over you staring? Wait, you can answer that because he's done it to you too.
He did. And it's different because it's not like he's...
But sometimes that's hard. Like, sometimes he does that because he had a bad dream and then he'll tell me about his dream and then I'm like... You know, my brain. Then I'm starting thinking, like, why did he have that dream? What does that signify? So then I can't go back to sleep. So I guess it's not really the child's fault. It's more my fault for having a crazy brain and not being able to. Anyway,
yeah.
So that's one thing.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
You know what is creepy, though? How when they come in the room and they have to use the bathroom, well, just Nehemiah. I'm gonna shout you out, bro, because you're gonna listen to this one day and be like, you really said that, PC? I really did. But he comes in, he sleeps with our son who passed, with the teddy bear, and he'll drop him off in the room when he has to use the bathroom. He'll give it to one of us.
He passes the bathroom to come give us
the teddy bear. Brings it in, go uses the bathroom, come back out. I'm sitting there looking.
Maybe he just doesn't want the teddy to be alone. He doesn't want Zay to be alone.
So he can be alone all day without being touched or thought of until that's different. See, or
he'll just come wake us up and like, hey, I got to use the bathroom. Like, okay, you passed the bathroom to come wake us up to tell us you got to use the bathroom to go back to the bathroom.
That's thrown out.
I don't know.
But you know what? As a mother, there's so like the instincts. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when you first have your baby and you're nursing, and it's like the instincts, you know, oh, my baby is crying. You get the little spidey tinglies in your nips. You're like, oh, Lord, my baby hungry. And all of a sudden,
I remember when I first had Nehemiah, and I wasn't at work because I didn't go back to work till after I was done breastfeeding, but I knew he was crying. Like, it was the craziest thing. I don't remember where I was, but I called my mom, and I was like, is he crying? Like, what's wrong with him, you know? And she's like, and I was like, my boobs, they hurt so bad. Like, I knew he was crying. But yeah.
You're like, something ain't right. Wait a minute.
Or like, I knew when he would be eating.
Yeah.
When I did go back to, no, I wasn't at work. What was I doing?
Probably just out and about.
I don't know. Whatever the case was, when I would be away from him.
And you just felt it.
Yeah.
Was it like a little pinch?
I don't know how to describe it.
That's funny. I couldn't imagine it. I don't like I said. I
the
guess
woman body is an amazing thing.
Yes, it is.
No, I'm just saying, like,
and I'm just saying too.
we create life within us,
and
then after we have the baby, like, our body just knows what to do instinctually to keep the baby alive.
Yeah. You know what I always think about?
Look, real quick, before you say that.
Okay,
I was sent a video.
I might forget, but go ahead.
Okay, no, you go ahead.
No,
then. Go ahead.
no, you started. I forgot already. Go ahead.
No, you didn't. I was sent a video of like all these creatures that are mommies, and they're and how everything just comes naturally. The nurturing, the feeding, everything's just instinctual.
Yeah.
We just have it, Guys don't have that. Guys don't feel that way. Like the moment we find out we're pregnant, it's like, I'm a mother.
Oh.
For guys, it's like, you're not a dad until you can physically see the baby.
Yeah, because I don't feel nothing, which is I'm glad. I'm glad.
Ooh,
another word added. Hey, leave me alone. But nah, when it comes to a dad, his natural instincts is to protect.
Right.
So, at some point, we have some abilities, if you want. We don't have the spideys of the nips.
The spidey
The
tingles.
the tingles. Shout out Elena. But yeah. It's different. But the woman body itself is a wonderful thing. With oil on and off.
Wow.
But yeah, okay, so since you answered that, so should I answer that on the father part? No, this is Mother's Day. I ain't gonna do. No.
We'll do a Father's Day special. Don't get ahead of yourself.
We will. We will. Okay. Question number 2. It's like interview right now. I'm interviewing you.
Bring it. What you waiting on?
Oh.
The look you doing, man.
What's the most rewarding part about being a mother?
The most rewarding part?
And what's the most difficult? Wait, good first, or would you want to do bad first?
No, I think the most rewarding thing is, like, in all stages of your child's life, just seeing, like, the progress they make because of you. You know what I mean? Like, your kids are little sponges. Mm-hmm. And if you take the time to teach them, just to see their progress and to see their little faces light up when they learn something new or they figure something out, or, like, it's just like, and even as they get older, we have an 11-year-old even, and he still gets excited when he learns something new, or, and just to see their little face light up in excitement, and, like, just to see them happy, it's very rewarding. Like, you're doing it right when your child's happy, Yeah.
Okay, question inside of a question. What was as a child, what was the one thing that got you excited like that? Something that you learned.
Like learning stuff?
Learning something. Like how we were just talking about the kids.
I would say anything I learned got me excited, just because learning didn't come easy for me as a kid.
Oh yeah, because you was bad as hell.
I struggled a lot. I think that's why I was bad, though, because it took the attention off of me not being, at the same grade level as the other kids, or, not being able to read some of the same words as the other kids. Yeah. I think it took the focus off of that, So
I hated reading. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I hate it. Like, I would act so crazy if they try to make me read out loud. I'm like, oh no, because I still, as an adult, like, I get nervous of reading out loud.
But to be honest with you, the normal person would do that. I don't care how well of a reader you are. Sometimes it's difficult to read in front of a group of people. That's why when you do, like, they have these trainings and they want you to be in a group. Sometimes it's hard for people to actually sit up there and voice out their opinion or how they feel about a question or a scenario. It's hard.
Right.
On a different level. But for me on that level, it took time. I hated getting in front of class, because every time I get in front of class, somebody's going to make fun of me. And the whole time I'm like, I'm just scared, so I just put my head down. I wish I was bold as hell back then, though.
Yeah, you had the lack of confidence, because
You know why?
You was gonna get made fun of.
You know why I had the lack of... I ain't gonna lie. This is why I had the lack of confidence. And my mama used to flip that shit on me. Happy Mother's Day, mama.
God.
There you go. No, I remember my teacher, Miss McGee. If she dead, Lord rest her soul. I'm sorry. But if she alive, Lord give her a hug for me. The lady just used to talk about my overbite so bad. I mean, like, it was haunting. It used to haunt me. I was
that still just breaks my heart that a teacher, like a teacher, would talk to a student like that.
Why? These teachers, man.
Well, I mean, I get it. Like, I get it. But I guess
You can't picture it?
I mean, it's because maybe it's somebody I know and I love and I care about. And just for somebody to be so, especially in the position that she is, that teaches youth. Like, you're teaching them, that just putting them down because of how they look.
Well,
like, you have a little overbite. I think it's sexy as hell, and you know that. But
shout out to Cat and Jerry. You know they made this overbite.
I'm just saying, like, how shallow of her to teach something like that. You know, like, just how just.
You know what,
Miss McGee or Pooh.
You know what I told you to tell her. I'm like, my the lady mean. She be ripping me and everything. I'm like, she be ripping you. My mom would never went to the school. My mom probably would have told her.
Let my child tell me something.
Man, like my mom was quiet. She was a quiet type. She was like, Jerry, you know what? Don't worry about what people say. And you know what?
Your mom was going to give you the life lessons involved.
No, because she used to talk about me herself. She be like, "Lil Jerry, so you mean to tell me you going to go outside at 12 p.m., come back inside 9:30 p.m., and lay all in your bed and talk about getting underneath the blanket? Boy, if you don't get your nasty smelling..." Boy, she never cuss. She just say something funny. I'll be like, "Mama, you ribbing people?" So, of course, and that's the only thing we did at school. So, I'm like, man, Miss McGee, if you don't sit your tall link ass down. Like I said, if she not here, Lord, forgive me. But, we jumped off subject. That's normally the course of this podcast. Just so if y'all was wondering. But
you know that's gonna happen throughout the duration.
Yeah. But you know what? I don't look at it bad. But to go back on what we was talking about, what did I like as a kid from learning? It was math. Well, it was division and multiplication. When I learned that,
you're so good with numbers, though.
Sometimes.
No, all the time. Like, you are good with numbers.
No.
No, the number sequences that you remember and how many that you can remember is just... It's crazy to me. I don't even have words for it. It's just crazy.
I'm going to tell you how that happened. I loved math. So this is what my mom used to do. She was like, "Hey, Lil Jerry, look, I can't make it to the credit union when I get off. So I'm trusting you with the bill money. Give me $500. Now I'm in middle school now."
We were just talking about
this. She would give me about $500. I think one time, the max was 5 or 7.
That's a lot of money for a middle schooler to.
But my mama knew how I was. My mom and my dad did not raise me.
You were responsible.
Yeah, they didn't raise me because I knew what would have happened if I would have lost that money. Now, mind you,
Lil Jerry.
Now, mind you, I'm just the little geeky, little nerdy little fella, right? So, ain't nobody suspecting that I'm going to have that. And normally, if a kid has that much money on them, what they going to do?
Oh, they going to run their mouth.
Look what I got. Just to get to see what the girls would do. Because if I'd have had that much money, and they'd be like, "Yeah, girl, look what I got." Because, let me show you what I mean. One day, I had a picture of Nene and Toya on me. I was in junior high. Everybody knew that I was Wayne, baby mama. How they put it. So I took the picture out of my backpack. And I'm just sitting there holding it just like this. Just so everybody could see it. Be like, yeah.
To be nosy.
Just to see what happened. I kid you not. They had some chicks behind me seeing it. Like, oh, snap. I'm like, yeah, that's my people. Got treated differently for the rest of the school year. I'm like, well, damn. So imagine if I'd have had that. Yeah, I got this. Yeah. I'd have got jumped. That was a whooping. Mm-hmm. Then when I got home, Mama, what happened was she be like, "Oh, so you got my money stole?" So I just used to keep it in my left pocket. Didn't say nothing. I lived the day like it was nothing. And, you know, cats would be on the side, man, I got more money than you. And I'm like, you just don't know. I slap you with 100 right now. I'm like, I knew what would have happened. I would have been stunting for 3 minutes and would have got a lifetime ass whooping. So I'm like, you know what?
You would have been talking about the ass whooping instead of how responsible you were.
Yeah, so, you know, at some point you have to play it smart and cool. Just saying, for all my smart folks out there. Just saying. All right, so we're going to move it right along. Had to do my intellectual voice. Do you feel pressure from the world being in a relation? Wait, being in a relationship. Wait.
Being in an interracial relationship.
Interracial.
That was really difficult. That was great to watch.
Wow. I'm gonna hear about this tomorrow. We might have to do that little scene over. But it's cool. It happens sometimes. I needed some water.
Oh, it happens way too often with me. At work, I can never pronounce words.
That's all right.
My words just fumble over themselves all the time. It's great.
It's fine, though. So.
Do we, as a couple, feel pressured or individually?
Do you?
Do I feel pressured?
Hold up, wait a minute. We just had to take a quick break in between this episode to let y'all know that y'all can leave a voicemail for us if you want to come in on a show or, you know, just talk to us and leave us a message. The number is 253-234-7149. A special shout out to our networks that we're on. Check them out. They got some awesome episodes and shows and DJs. X Squad Affiliate, Stand Up, Fat Lowe's Radio. You can also catch our show on iTunes. We're on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and your favorite podcast apps. Also, don't forget, if you got kids who watch YouTube videos, check out Dat Kids, D-A-T Kids, YouTube channel. And if you like to listen to some great music, check out my co-host, JR.504 SoundCloud page. Now back to our regular scheduled program.
Feel pressured or individually? Do I feel pressured? I don't think I really feel pressured. Well, I don't even think I really understand the question, because like pressured, do I feel like,
do you feel pressure from the world being in a relationship?
From the world? Yeah. I would say no. I feel like I've experienced, you know, crude comments or just people being ignorant, but I wouldn't take those few experiences throughout my interracial dating. Mm-hmm. Or, you know, I wouldn't take those few experiences from, I mean, I wouldn't take them and say overall I feel pressured.
Mm.
Does that even make sense?
No, it makes sense. You know what? I
don't know. Do you feel pressured by the world?
I ain't gonna say pressured, but I just hate this. This is what I hate. No, well, I don't hate this what I'm about to say, but the other part. My my grandmother, you will look at her and be like, "Yo, she's white, but she got to be mixed with something else." My mom is partially white, a lot of black, but she can pass for as a white lady. What? So, you know, she can pass at that. So I've never heard anything from her, like anything racist towards, because my mom always say, man, don't worry about what people say, because people talk crazy. Hate is a real thing. Just don't pay it no mind. Just go ahead about your business. And I never experienced that, and I wasn't ever taught that. I wasn't,
Excuse me.
taught to just hate somebody. I was always taught to love and be kind to people.
Right.
Because you want to put out positive energy, because that's what you'll get back. And some people don't understand that. You can't put out all negative energy and expect for somebody
positive.
to just come back and just say, "Oh yeah, man, that's the coolest person in the world." No, it don't go like that. Now, what I hate is that some people, well, a lot of people in the world, they people in general like to say that, why do you hate me? Not all people are racist on any level, and not all races other races really care about interracial marriages or relationships, period. No, they really don't care, but some people take it to heart. Why? That's not your family.
Right.
I'm pretty sure back in the day it was always told, if you breed, how they put it, if you breed and all of a sudden you have mixed kids, then at some point your family will die off. Your bloodline would die off because your child is mixed, and everybody after that, it's going to be mixed. It won't be full on.
This whole world is mixed with something.
And that's what we don't understand. We want peace, but when somebody like a Childish Gambino have This Is America video come out, but his girlfriend, or I don't know if his girlfriend or his wife or fiance, I'm not sure, but the chick he's dating is white. And for him to put out that video, I'm saying it's like, okay, if I date inside my race, but the chick is not good for me, but y'all don't care because she's black, but you're still going to tell me that I need to do something with my life. Versus, okay, I got this other race person over here, and you hate me. You think that I'm like, I'm this wrong person because I did the opposite of what you think and how you think.
Has anybody ever said anything to you, like on the sly, because I'm white? Because your wife is white.
Yeah, and I said, well, why should that matter? Because, man, I can't, I can't do it. That's the thing. You can't.
That's them.
Exactly. I said, bro, let me tell you something. I was born in two different places. You're born from Washington, a place where slaves wanted to go up north to be free. I'm from the South, and it's crazy. I'm from the South, and I don't hold that. I can't date outside my race type thing. Mm-hmm. But yet you come from somewhere where it was in a integrating place before down south. So how can you say something like that? Because if a person makes you feel good inside, no matter what color it is, if they just make you feel right, why can't you follow your heart?
It's hard for people because people are, they look at how other people, like, oh my God, what are they going to think about me? Or, people look at that instead of looking at like really what makes them happy. And, that goes for, how people just post their whole life on social media. Like they do it for attention. You know what I mean? Like it kind of rolls into the next topic, but
yeah, I see her. She learning. But
but I'm just saying, like, some people just love attention. So,
well, you gotta think about it.
They bring negative things into the light to cause drama, to stir up things, to be able to take the focus off of what's really going on. Is usually why people do that.
Well, yeah, that's what they do in the news. Because think about it. The moment a rap, you hear Pops snore. Shout out to Pops. But the moment you hear like a rapper or somebody that's known, an actor, actress, somebody that's big out there, the moment you start hearing what they did or a video of them, and it's getting all this attention, you got to think about it. What really is going underneath the radar when all this happened? Because
distractions.
The thing what happened with Kanye, when I mean to tell you, why was that even the topic of everything? He was at TMZ, and you got to think about it. That's how TMZ make money.
Right.
They bring stories like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if all that was staged, because he's at TMZ, the place where they need stories to make their money. All these editors and writers, I'm saying, you need drama.
Well, you know, the Kardashians and Kanye is known to stir up some drama.
I don't know. And yeah, back to the question. We always
we just all over the place.
But why hate? You know.
Oh wait, sidebar that I wanted to say about racist.
Just cut me off.
I'm sorry, but I just wanted to say this because it's so crazy. As a child, I would dream about, you know, having kids and whatever. Always as a child. Every single time I dreamt about having kids, I always had mixed babies. Like, I never dreamt about having little white kids. Ever. Like, if I ever dreamt about having kids, they were always mixed babies. And I just think that's so weird because...
Why do you think that in your dreams you didn't have...
I was just always destined to have mixed kids, I think.
Yeah. That just... I guess... Well, yeah.
And at that point, and like, I'm talking like elementary. I'm talking before I even... if you want to say a preference in man, before I even developed that, you know what I mean? I didn't know that I was attracted to black men or attracted to white men. I didn't even know that. I was a child myself. So the fact that I used to dream about having mixed babies, like, it used to just trip me out. Like, I specifically remember the first dream I had about having a mixed baby. And I just thought it was so cool. And like, every single time, I was just destined to have beautiful brown babies.
I'm about the black man. You know what? I think that's why it's so much animosity up in this world. I think that's why. Because back in the day, some kind of way, the white man's either wife or daughter ends up having sex with one of the slaves. And you think about it, he was one of them too, so they all dinking around.
Dinking around.
They all doing what they do, man. I seen a scene in a video in a movie. The chick, matter of fact, the dude went up to I don't know if that was a friend of his or another slave on the plantation, but he was telling them how he was telling them what was happening. Like, the chick was trying to roll up on. He was like, "Bruh, don't do it, bruh. If homie find out, you gone, bruh. You better leave that alone." And she, man, her daddy will roll out. She go back to that barn, hopping on. I'm like, what? Damn.
Wait, what? We seen that movie?
No, it was a old. It was just, I just seen the scene. That's it.
Oh, I was gonna say, that movie sounds really familiar.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so it had to be something in which we possess. So I can understand why they would hate us. It's just so much gangster built inside. You know what I'm saying? The skin, the early skin. But hey, I'm just saying, it's at some way. And you know what? Somebody said, I don't think they thought this plan out. Because somewhere down the line, you was going to end up being married to a black man, or this world was going to end up being black. Either way it go. Hey.
Anyway, so we'll move on back to the next.
That's funny. I'm saying, black don't crack. True saying. Black don't crack. But the key thing is in that my mom's always told me to love all equally.
Racism is definitely something that's taught. You're not born racist.
Mm-hmm.
You're not born. I always told people growing up, like, I'm colorblind. Your skin, the color of your skin, I'm blind to that.
Mm-hmm.
You show me who you are as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Your skin doesn't. Your skin doesn't make you that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I always used to tell them, like, I'm colorblind.
Man, that's what I used to tell people. I'm like, man, look, let me tell you something, bro. I can't sit up in here and be all upset at Jimmy. Me and Jimmy becomes best friends. You know what that means? Shh. That means I get to go over by his house in that big ass house, play outside in the swimming pool. Benefits of having a white friend, but nah, man.
My two best friends growing up were mixed, but her mom was black and she grew up with her mom. So
you can't. I'm saying, shout them out or something. You got to give out a
shout out to Desiree and Miss Sheila. Hey,
there you go. I'm saying, send them that clip.
But my best friend growing up was mixed, and my other best friend was Mexican. So yeah, I grew up with all kind of everybody around me. Actually, the school that I went to, like, white people were minorities.
KM?
Yeah.
Man, KM got like 187 countries in that one school.
Yeah, it's very diverse.
That's diverse. We ain't got that.
It wasn't quite that diverse when I went there. The diversity has outgrown what it was when I was there, but it's amazing. It's amazing that all of those countries and ethnicities and cultural backgrounds could come under one roof. And
you know what would be tight though? A dance, but everybody bring a dish or even a class party. Yo, that'll be tough. Man, you know how much
we
stuff
did that in middle school. We did like a cultural fair, or everybody. That was the first time I had collard greens, and it changed my life.
Hey,
shout out to Miss Sheila.
I'm gonna tell you, woo! Everybody in New Orleans is black, so you know how much crawfish was at school. Crawfish, the house I sell. Hey,
crawfish in some kind of form, huh?
Some kind of form.
Hey, yo, that crawfish. Who was it that made it when we was at? That was
Where were we?
It was after your mom's funeral.
Where were we?
When we were at Wayne's house. It's why can't I think of her name?
Kyra. Auntie Kyra.
Yes, her dip that she made.
Auntie Kyra, shout you out.
Shout out,
shout you out,
Kyra. Baby. Thank you. I could not think of who made the dip, but that's who it was. That crawfish dip.
Crawfish. Oh.
You remember? Oh my God, it was so good. You remember?
Mm-hmm. Call it La Jerry.
Oh, it was so damn good.
Well, your wife at La Jerry.
That's amazing. Anyway, little sidebar.
You know, that's amazing. Everybody still call me Lil Jerry. My little cousin called me Lil Jerry.
I think it's so funny that he's like, what, 9 years old? He's like, hey, Lil Jerry.
Shout out to little B, Mr. Brown. That's what my mom used to call him. I'm like, what you doing, man? Nothing. Over here with little Mr. Brown.
He's so funny.
Shout out your boy. Seedy, Big B, Auntie Cheryl, you heard me, carry on. Man, but
that's too funny.
But hey, you know what? Going back to the social media, what do you think of women who share their relationship issues on social media?
I mean, that's crazy to me.
You don't think that's
I don't share too much of nothing on my Facebook.
It's entertaining.
So, yeah. The best part is the people that do that, the people that are like, oh, blase, blase, blah, whatever happened, you know what I'm saying? And then they want to turn around and be like, man, stay out my business. Wait, hold on. Didn't you just post it for the whole world to see?
Be like, how you know? You just posted it. Be
right.
Like, oh.
Or do all of that and be like, oh, girl, I'm okay. I don't really want to talk about it. What?
No.
Will you get off
You know,
everything with that.
You know, people do that. People will literally have.
Like I said, it's attention.
Yeah,
it's attention, and those people that love that drama and that attention is really because they're trying to either mask what's really going on in their lives, or make themselves feel better about what's happening in their lives by stirring up shit in other people's.
Yeah, well. You know what? Before social media,
as far away as possible.
Before social media, there was telephones and word of mouth around the block. Mm-hmm. It did get around probably just as fast on the street,
right? If not faster.
But now the click of a button, because you know when somebody gets shot, somebody knows something. Mm-hmm. Somebody gonna say something. Somebody else gonna say something, and then it get around. Going right back to that, man, didn't you tell me that? Man, you don't... Look, what I was meaning to say was... But, I don't know, man. Your social media itself is... Honestly, I feel... When they say what's on your mind, cool, you want to share. If somebody calling you out on your stuff, you can't be upset because you share it to the world. It's all about me. It's all about me. When everybody in your family know that you got like 4 kids, so why is it all about you? Then want to get back on social media. Everybody want to be my parents. Woo-see, woo. You can't tell me what to do. I take care of mine. Then somebody put underneath you need to chill out, little cousin. Don't tell me what to do. And then they be like, look, you do got 4 kids.
Who pages you be following?
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying, you think about it. This is people who love that attention.
Yeah,
I mean, people put the craziest stuff. People can literally be on Facebook Live and put the craziest
really, if
stuff
you're
up.
on my Facebook and you be posting all that la 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 all the time, oh, you're getting deleted. Because I don't need my feed when I'm scrolling. When I do my scrolling, I don't need all that negative on there. Oh, so if you with all that la la la, you getting deleted. I don't care who you are.
I don't pay no. I'll be like, yo, damn. Then when you
I'm just saying, if it's a constant thing all the time, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see that all the time.
You know what?
You got to go.
Like I said, I'll be like, I don't be paying them. I'll be like, oh, they going through it.
There's been so many people that have tried to reframe me. Like, how do you even notice I'm gone? First of all, the only reason you know I'm gone is you trying to scroll on my page and be all trollish on my page. Yeah. So you're like, oh dang, she's not on my list no more.
Hey. I'll post up
Girl,
pictures.
Bye.
I'll post up pictures and literally rhymes that I wrote years ago, or just something I just thought of. Or I put up something about the episodes, you know. I find Facebook to be like a marketing place.
The main thing I get off of Facebook is recipes.
Yeah. Yeah. Me, you know, marketing, like putting out the podcasts, putting out YouTube videos, shout out Dad Kids, shout out X Squad, shout out Robin Slim. Oh, we got an interview tomorrow. Yeah. You know, shout out everybody, man. But social media itself, it can go 100 ways. Like I said, that's how these companies make money. That's for how people share drama. That's the reason, honestly, how Mark became rich. Mm-hmm. Because Facebook's been out. It's been out for a while, and normally it was for, honestly, college students.
Yeah, I kind of had to, like, at some point MySpace kind of faded out, and Facebook became the thing. But MySpace, MySpace.
If you got a MySpace,
I wish I could remember my password so I could get some of the pictures. There's probably a train wreck of pictures on my MySpace.
Man, I remember I got my one picture up there. I had my twist in my head with a little rubber band or a headband. Got my dreads going back. I got a puff jacket on.
Oh my
with
god!
my,
I'm glad that's locked on MySpace.
Girl, I was
Prison.
fresh. Don't play. I was fresh. Girl.
I'm telling you, it's probably a whole train wreck of stuff on there.
Oh man, you'd be surprised. And then you have to people used to change their wallpaper, go by their cousin. Say, son.
Oh my god, I used to spend hours like decorating or reconfiguring my page. It was horrible. It was a horrible thing.
And then
it had to go.
When you first got on Facebook, you were kind of like, "Oh man, this is cool. This is what grown people be at."
I thought it was kind of whack at first.
It was, because think about it. There was no drama. Then people start posting up like this. I noticed some business stuff and spiritual quotes. Then it became world star, posting up videos. And then all of a sudden, they was posting up all of the police killings and this and that, and then it just share this, like this, God will send you a blessing. So you mean to tell me, if I share this 13 times, you mean to tell me I'm gonna go in my mailbox and God got me, right? I'm like, so that's how this works? Oh man, bless the Lord. Be faithful, man. Be faithful church members on Facebook, but you know.
That's funny.
I'm just saying, you know.
Let's hit it off with another Mother's Day question.
We gonna hit it off.
Since it is Mother's Day. We gonna
hit it off with a Mother's Day. How can we?
No, I mean like ask me another Mother's Day question. Oh, look at me like that.
Girl, yeah.
We're gonna stop this podcast. You better quit playing.
Hey, we really got 114 months now. Like we was. Excuse me, like we were saying, interrupted. Were you friends with more males or females growing up?
Males for sure.
Oh yeah.
Girls got on my nerves. I was like a real big tomboy growing up.
You was.
My brother was my best friend, and then his best friend was another one of my best friends. And then shout out Michael Morgan. That was my ace. Boom coon. That's my ace. Michael, and then later on in my later years, I had another Michael that was my best friend. Yeah, guys for sure. I wrote Elena was like my one woman. Until I got into like when I was real young, it was me and Elena. But then as I got older, like I said, Desiree and Sharon but most guys for sure.
Man.
What about you?
Me, it was dudes, cause I had JT. It was.
I think I'm still friends with more guys than girls.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would you say?
You know, yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know. I still hang out with a lot of guys. I mean, not hang out, but I mean, I still communicate. No, because I would say like Kat and Brian. Yeah.
Like that's really
all.
That's all I talk to.
Dwayne. Brian O'Brien.
Anyways, yeah.
Me, what? At school, let me see. In high school, it was probably more females. Because of what? I was real cool. It was Cornelius. And honestly, I didn't really have like friends.
Yeah, you hung out with a lot of cousins.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, mostly cousins, but I did have partners around the house. I had James, David, Manuel, Elijah, Eli, Curtis, Cooler, Larry, Kevin, Nick,
naming everybody.
Trell, Clay, Kevin Wobble.
But just a second ago, you said you didn't.
No, at school.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me see. Curtis, Larry, Cooler, Nick, Bobby. We all used to kick it. And of course, Jamal, Rodney, Kyle, JT.
All the cousins.
All the cousins, man. But at school, it was girls. Shout out Kanisha, Slim Bo, Melissa.
Slim. Oh my god,
Slim is my little partner.
It was so nice to meet Melissa. I really wish I could have sat down and talked to her more, but I was at the party. It was just all crazy. Shout out to Melissa. I'm so sorry. I still love you, girl. I hope you still love me.
Oh man, she said I hope. Oh man, Melissa still love you. She know, cause you was running with like a.
I was all over the place, man. Oh my goodness. It was the baby's birthday.
Man, yeah. Oh man, Melissa, I thank you so much, man. You and Maurice coming through.
Yo, y'all were the real MVPs.
Cause man, y'all came and yeah, I'm sorry that we were everywhere. You know what? If we make it to
Happy Mother's Day, Melissa.
Yes.
Kanisha, all y'all.
All
the ladies out there.
If we are in Atlanta, we're making sure that we come by y'all. Come holla. Shout out Nelson too. He was there too. He came with him. I don't know how, man.
Holla.
But for real though, yeah, Melissa, boy, we used to be at Six Flags tough. I mean, this is how it was. They be like, hey, Jerry, cause we stood 2 blocks away from each other. They called me 8:00. No. 7:30. Hey Jerry, we about to be on our way. Mind you, they live 2 blocks. They get there 7. I say, all right, I'm up, I'm dressed.
You probably just went out the bed.
They get downstairs. Hey Jerry, we downstairs. I'm like, oh snap! I get out the bed. Put my clothes. All right, I gotta leave room. That's too many little. They be like, sometimes they used to be like a little late. I be like, man, they be like, bro, you just getting up. I'm like, yeah. But, man, Nelson, he was the driver. We used to be on the freeway. I ain't gonna lie. We used to bump that BG when him and Birdman was beefing. I ain't going back to Baby Stop Basketball.
Yo, that's the Life After Cash Money album, innit?
Yes, it was.
That was my jam. That whole album.
Nah, man, we used to be bumping that early in the morning. Going to Six Flags.
I would be pumped listening to some BG in the morning.
We used to, man.
What your heart beating for?
You scared. Man, we bumping this. We used to be late because of me, to be honest with you. But Erica and Melissa, shout out Erica too, man.
I believe it because you still be dragging tail sometimes.
You know what? I gotta get ready. Hey, getting him ready. Hold
on. Don't blame it on Ree.
Listen. Can I finish?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's like this. I'll be ready already. I somewhat have everything ready.
I wish y'all could have just seen his face.
But in the midst of trying to get him ready, he always does the cool stuff. And as a dad, I might be changing him, and he may do something that reminds me of me, or I can see me doing something, or it just may be me witnessing.
Be like, oh, look at
his, I be like, boy, stop that. He do something funny, and I can't do nothing but laugh. So
he was cracking up me and Pops before you got here.
I bet
he's too funny.
Again, I'm singing the ABCs, and he say again.
He goofy just like your mama.
Oh man, I like when you be like, "Hey, Pina, sa."
Yeah, he be like, "What's up?"
Sa. That's my little partner.
So handsome.
But nah, man. Melissa, Erica, Diane,
all the homies.
Who else?
Yeah, I was friends with all dudes, really. But I was such a tomboy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Girls were too key for me.
Lord. key for me. That's funny. It's supposed to be a Mother's Day special.
That's too funny. Okay, give me another question.
No, that's fine. You expressing yourself. Okay, I'm going to give you another question because we have 50 minutes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, we dragging on.
Well, I'm saying that's kind of a good thing. Wait. Oh, I wonder, should we ask you that?
Ask me what.
Oh, if your kids out here committing crimes and they tell you, are you turning them in?
First of all, is this the first crime that they've committed? Is this an ongoing thing and they need to learn their lesson? How severe of a crime are we talking? Because this is my child.
Okay. Third time.
This is the third time they've done something?
Third time.
And what kind of something are they doing? Is it something...
Stealing.
They're stealing. And then it's the third time they've done it? And they have never got caught?
Nope.
How old is my child? I feel like all of these play factors.
13 years old.
Oh, his ass going to jail.
No, listen. 13 years old. He just stole the Argosy.
He stole what?
The ferry.
He stole. His ass is going to jail. I can't get you out of that, boo.
So wait a minute. So you ain't gonna give him no brownie points? Be like, my little partner about to be a boat driver. Yeah,
a boat driver. No, he's about to be a real criminal.
Oh man,
he stole a whole. First of all, how you know how to drive that?
But
thing?
this is these video games have these kids know, baby. This is when I knew I had to stop letting the boys play Call of Duty like that. When we're getting everything set up. Now, mind you, I'm gonna take it back to when I was young. When we played GoldenEye, you got simple guns. You got an M16. You got a little pistol and a knife. Now these games is realistic, and they let you literally handpick everything. From the tattoo, to the glasses, to the visor, to the hat, to the doobie, to the
doobie?
Yeah, durag.
Oh.
Durag. Not the doobie, but probably that too, not shit. catch somebody else chilling on a little smoke break. But they go to the shoes, to the gun. If you want to scope how many bullets you wanted, what year you want. I mean, it's like that intense, and I'm like,
and you wonder why I don't let the boys play video games.
Well, they try.
They know not to ask me because I'm gonna say no, so they go straight to daddy.
But I'm saying,
can I play?
But I'm saying they you know, some of these games are very informational and kids pick up on it. Some games, Minecraft, I can see because it gives kids a whole new way of thinking. To be honest with you, that
game is so pointless to me.
No, see, this is what I mean.
I mean, I get like the whole imagination, like you can build things, whatever, but like, it's weird. I don't know. I've never been a gamer though. Like, I hardly played some Duck Hunt and Mario.
Okay, how long can you play Speed on your phone?
I don't like to play it on my phone, really. I would rather play with somebody.
Okay, what game do you ever play on your... Okay, Candy Crush. Remember when that was out?
That was... Oh, yeah. But you see how long it lasted. I don't
I ain't saying no
games.
When Candy Crush was hot. You mean to tell me you ain't sit up there for over 30 minutes playing that game?
I might have.
A couple times.
Maybe.
More than a handful.
It was a long time ago. I don't recall.
Exactly. But I'm saying... To be honest with you, these kids, they know about things. So say if they go to Fred Meyer's or Home Depot and you're going to get something with landscaping, and they come out the blue and say, well, what kind of gravel do you want? Or do you want marble or such and such? Do you want this kind of potting soil or this kind of potting soil? What would you say? Be like, how do you know all that? Well, it's from the game. So what would you then tell them?
Well, I mean,
does
it really teach them all of that?
Baby, it teaches they can dig all the way. They can have underground houses.
I mean, they showed me the stuff that they've built before.
Underwater.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby, it takes time. And
I dig it. I'm not saying I'm 100% against video games, but I mean, I'm like 99%. But
Okay,
I just feel like they could be spent. I grew up in a generation where we was outside. We had to go outside, and we couldn't come inside unless we had to use the bathroom or Mama called us in to eat.
See, that's the thing though. I was like that, but it was some days where we was like, son.
I don't know if it's because my parents still live in the same house that I grew up in, so it's my stomping grounds. When they go over there, they don't too much play where we live because there's not really kids, and on top of that, there's not really like a good place for them to play, like a safe place for them to play.
When y'all get home late, so.
That too. But I mean, we spend a lot of time at my parents' house. That's where they do the majority of their playing. All of their friends are there. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's because I'm like, it's where I grew up, I feel safer, go play type thing, or if it's just like, you guys are kids, you should be outside playing. There's no reason for you to be all cooped up in the house on a video game.
No,
I wasn't allowed to do it, and
no, even
you parent like your parents parent you. So,
well, no, I'm saying even I played a game. I was a gamer. I was a game head.
I was not,
but I was outside the majority of the time. Like when I was I was
out causing havoc on the neighborhood.
See that was us only when we. I guess only when we was outside. Whenever we clicked up, something was happening. Mm-hmm. But it's all fun. But I ain't gonna lie, the games weren't as, I want to say, detailed, or I mean, it's very. Oh no,
detailed. The graphics and stuff are so different from when we were growing up. The early, I'm an '80s baby, but in the early '90s when we were old enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's true.
But yeah, things are different.
So he takes this boat, this ferry. Would you give him props first, then turn him in, or turn him in, then give him props?
I mean, if he didn't get caught, then
you just look at
Shit,
so look, so check it. They didn't catch his face at all. Because he played the victim. Because
okay, so did he steal the ferry and harm anyone?
No, it was docking. So, the crew members.
So there's no harm involved.
Well, he took a boat, so that could have been a lot just by him.
I mean, it could have been.
No, just by him. Literally,
I don't know him at 13 though. I feel like at 13 years old. I know I'm like beating around the bush, but on a real note,
yeah.
If he's 13 years old and he's stealing a ferry, you like a real deal criminal in the making, and you should be stopped. Like my son or not, like. We have to figure something out. Like, you're only 13 and you're doing real deal criminal things.
Baby, just imagine. Okay, so you mean to tell me.
But in the same token, like, he could really make us a lot of money. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What I was about to say was, hey, Junior, look. You look, they about to dock. So what I need you to do is meet me around back. I'm going to jump up on it and tell your mama that we got a romantic date. And then I'll rent out the boat. She ain't going to know you the driver until
look at you.
I'll be like, hey, I got you. You can get that Xbox, PS4, 8, 9, 10.
Nah, you a real deal criminal, and you too young for that. You're not too young for that. You ain't gonna be that. You're not gonna be no criminal.
In the back of your head, you dapping yourself off like, yes, genius. But at the same time, you like, bro, I'm gonna slap the black off.
No. I feel like I would have to make you turn yourself in at that point.
Be like, bro, you know what you could have done?
Because it's only going to get worse from there, and I wouldn't want to see that. Yeah. I wouldn't want to see worse than stealing a ferry. I mean, a ferry aside,
you got to think about it.
I feel like if it is maybe your first offense, we can figure something out. You know what I mean? Like, we can figure something out to put you in a better place so it doesn't happen again. If it's your second time, no matter what it is, little or big, even for the first, it depends on how bad. As long as nobody is harmed in the doing of these crimes, because that's a whole nother story. You know what I mean? Because then you got some real issues if you out to hurt people. You know what I mean? Like, That's your child though. Like that's your child. So I'm gonna say my answer. I'm all over the place.
You're everywhere right now.
But because that's your child, it's hard to really say.
I'll pick beat his ass for 400, please.
Oh, I never said nothing about no. I'm not whooping ass. I'm just saying.
Whooping ass and congratulating later. I'll be like, say, look.
I ain't congratulating until you get older and you
what,
figure
18?
it out. No, until you're older and you actually figure it out and be like, yo, son, you remember that one time?
Oh,
yo, I wanted to let you know.
Be like, look, bro, I had to prop you off, man. I was telling all the fellas at work, but I'm like, man.
But you don't want to boost their head at that time. You gotta.
Oh no,
let some years pass.
Yeah, that's
it's like all the really bad things I did that my parents never caught me. Like I told them, years later after they couldn't punish me.
What else you supposed to do?
Exactly. Or admit to the things that I lied about or whatever.
Be like, hey, mama, you remember that one time that? Yeah, she be like, oh, I knew.
Yeah, that happened a lot too.
Oh, I knew. Be like, how? That's like us. That's how I be with the kids. I be like, boy, if you don't sit your line, out my room. Out my room before you get yourself into more trouble. I already knew what you did. Because you got the crumbs on the back of your shirt.
It's so funny the things kids try to lie about, too. Like, evidence all over the place. And you just like, no, mommy, it wasn't me.
So you mean to tell me, you weren't the last person with the peanut butter, right? No, I was down here watching TV. So you mean to tell me the little peanut butter on your shirt and underneath your armpit, you weren't the last person? No, PC, I wasn't. So you mean to tell me Grillum came from all the way from California just to take out the peanut butter? It's just me and you in here. No, PC. I mean, like, you are confident in your choice of words. Oh,
I mean,
man.
if you're gonna lie, you gotta be persistent, right?
I guess you're true.
It's that lying is so exhausting. It's so easy to tell the truth. That's why I try to get to these little kids. Like, yo, if you just tell the truth, it's over. You don't have to rethink about what you lied about or what you said, or you're done. You told the truth. It's just bam boom.
Kids don't think about that.
Yeah, especially if you're a troublemaker and not trying to get in trouble.
I wasn't one of those kids. I was quiet because I knew I'd be getting that 400. Beat my ass for 400, please, Alex. It happened. It happened.
Go ahead.
What? Go ahead. I'm gonna call you Mrs. Cutoff.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
She playing that now. Wait till we get off. You gonna put me on blast like that?
I would never.
Be like that chick off of Don't Be a Menace. Don't be shy. All right, boo. Let's get it on.
You so silly.
Oh, we're gonna go ahead and do one more question. Then we're gonna do quote of the day. What should it be? Oh, good one. What's your greatest hope for your children in life?
What is my greatest hope for my children? For all of their dreams to come true. For them to, for me to give them the foundation that they need. For us to really instill that good foundation in them so they could do whatever they want, whatever they dream of, whatever goals that they put in front of them or the obstacles that are presented to them. I hope and I pray that we give them that right foundation to be able to do anything that they want to do.
Yeah. You know what? Oh, are you finished? Because I don't do.
Go ahead.
No, are you done? Are you finished?
Yeah. I mean, I can end it there.
You ain't got to. You keep going. Okay, I'll go. My greatest hope. I'll explain my answer. I would say to allow my greatest hope would be for them to experience failure to build them and mold them to whereas they know how it feels to fail. That means they're not afraid to continue to try and keep going and keep going. Because when the only thing you do is fail but you keep trying, that only makes you become closer and closer to getting to what you want. It builds you and it molds you, to the person you need to be. That's like in relationships. You gotta keep going. Some people keep going relationship after relationship. All these relationships failing. So there's a lesson in every relationship that you learn.
Yeah, but if it keeps failing, then they're not taking those lessons. They're not learning from those lessons.
No, because they meet somebody that say one relationship like high school is puppy love. You always underneath each other. Everywhere you go, you can't live without each other. All of a sudden, y'all break up because you're about to hit that 18-ish mode. Then once you're 18, you looking for somebody a little older. You get somebody just a little older. Then all of a sudden, it's like, man, homie was good at first. I just should have talked to her about, kind of not being all up on me so much. Mm-hmm. And then you get into your third relationship and it's like you're taking from what you learned from the previous to you're learning how to talk more and you're learning how to say, hey, just because I'm here doesn't mean that I'm forgetting about you.
Right.
And it's so far. So eventually they'll meet somebody that's at that gets them and they're able to get that person. So, there's failure brings out the best.
Well, I mean, at some point in your life,
you're
gonna fail, and I mean, even as a child, you do little things that you fail at, and you try and you try and you try, and you get better. Or
that's how babies learn. That's how they take their first step. That's how they chew. I mean, that's how they learn how to speak, by failing. And from there, you can see that what happens. From everything, they went from crawling to walking. Mm-hmm. And that's the beauty. Because to say that you sat up there and you helped your child gain these, but it's more so you helped, but they continue to grow and learn from the lessons that you taught them. And that's the beauty about life. To see life grow. Because like a plant, you plant a seed. Depending on how well you plant that seed and take care of it is the only way you'll see progression.
Right, like the foundation, just like I said.
Exactly. I wasn't saying that you were wrong.
I didn't say you said that.
Mm-hmm. But no, that's the beauty in life, of life. And there's going to be hard times. But hey, that's how you grow from it. Mm-hmm. And, and they will. And even they're going to have a championship game. Or they may have a game that they need to be in the playoffs. Or they may have a test. Like they junior year that they have to take a SAT and they're 10 points away from getting what they needed to get into one specific school, It's okay because, you get it next time. Always give them that look, man, you did your thing. Just continue doing what you're doing now and just go at it a little bit harder. Mm-hmm. Because how they put it for basketball, when you're asleep and resting, somebody's working.
Right.
That's how you can see the change in a artist's craft. You can just tell. Even if there's people who don't constantly put out music, but they'll get little this and that, this here, that here, like Fabulous. You'll be like, yo, son been working. So when you sleeping, these people are working.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Kobe became so crazy and lethal. Jordan, LeBron, I mean, all these people, that's how they became lethal.
Right.
Putting in them hours. And you'll see the progression. So allow your kids to, to grow. Allow them to fail. Don't keep them latched on for too long. Even though you want them, just let them go. Let them do their thing. Let them feel how it feels to fail.
Let them mess up so you can call the police on them and send them to jail.
Wow. Oh, I gotta tell my kid, hey, watch out for your mama now. She out to get y'all.
No, I was just saying because you said, would you snitch on your kids or would you turn them in, not snitch on them?
I wish he would come in, man, run into the house. Hey, Pop, look what I got. Like, boy, if you don't turn, wait a minute. Mother's Day coming up, huh?
You're so silly.
Wait, hey, let me get that, but you need to roll. Cops come, huh? Where's the officer? Nah,
Look
man.
at you. You're a criminal.
I'm just kidding. That would be funny. But nah, man, I try my hardest to talk as much as I can. Not even talk as much as I can because I talk as much as I do. But to enlighten them as much as I can.
Y'all just get a glimpse of it.
Yeah. Because sometimes I talk to them so much, I feel like I'm getting nowhere. So I'm like, you know what? I ain't going to say nothing. I'm going to allow y'all to fail. So the moment you do good at whooping or you can't go nowhere, I want you to realize what you done. Because you don't realize it until you're penalized for it. Then that's when reality needs to set in. Oh,
yeah, sometimes kids need to see how their actions affect other people and affect, their living. And sometimes they don't learn unless they see a physical something,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
hit us with that inspirational quote.
Yeah.
Oh, first of all, sorry, getting ahead of myself. I would like to thank from the bottom for having me. It's been a while. Thank you. This was supposed to be a Mother's Day edition. Like we said, my best friend was supposed to do it with me. Two mommies. She's a new mommy. She's been mommy for 1.5 years. So this is her second Mother's Day. But unseen circumstances.
What? Circumstances?
It's getting late. I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
But
curfew.
Yeah, just thank you for having me, and I'll be back. I love.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so sleepy, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna hit y'all up with this inspirational quote because I don't know what she doing.
I just want to say thank you, and it just got away from me.
Live your life with purpose. Focus on your blessings, not your misfortunes. Focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. Be yourself and don't wait for the approval of others. But most importantly, have a positive and humble mindset no matter what situation you're in. Count your blessings, not your problems, and you will realize how beautiful your life truly is. I'd like to give a shout out to everybody listening. Oh man, I like this one. This was a cool. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode with me and my lady. Happy Mother's Day, baby.
Thank you, love.
You know what? I'm happy I got a chance to, do Mother's Day with you. It would have been cool with you and Jerry, but I'm happy I did. It's fun.
Oh, I love you, baby.
I love you too, girl. You better stop it, girl. So you gonna hit us with the outro?
Yeah. Again, thanks again for having me, and until next time.
Hold up. Right. Cal, we send a shout out. Cal, Every Day All Day, Seth, Chris, our Who Fest crew, Ant, Man, I'm happy
Y'all,
that you're
that's all
doing
Jeremy
better.
talking about is Who Fest.
Mind your business. We gonna win. I don't care what nobody say. We're winning. Nah, we gonna win this thing, man. I don't care what nobody say, man. But
As I snore. I'm so sorry, y'all.
you snoring? Oh Lord. But yeah, shout out everybody. Ant, I'm happy, man. You're doing better. Doing a taco dance. Boy, I hope he hit this too. Oh man. He finally got some food and was doing a little taco dance. Oh yeah, man. But go ahead, baby. Send us off.
Callan J. A Day.
And we out.
You know we got 'em.